ladies on campus. And with me on this show today, I have Matilda and Victory. It's nice having you on our show today. Have you ever imagined how our campuses will look like rather, if a female eventually becomes the S.U.G president? Have you ever imagined?
Well, unlike every other places where we hear change, you understand? I look forward for a time where we can also have change in power in our institutions, having female as our president coming out.
Has it ever happened in your institution?
Well, I really cannot talk about that, but it's going to be very, very interesting to have them come out.
Okay.
Yes.
Victory, has it ever happened in your institution before, having a female as the S.U.G president?
It has never happened. Although I could recall the year 2011 when a lady eventually got elected, but just within a week, we don't just know what happened. They just said no, it's not going to happen. A woman being the S.U.G president, no. But
what were they looking at when she emerged?
They felt she can't handle the position.
They didn't know that when she was campaigning, when other things were coming up, and
I think guys are really controversial about this, because in my school, actually when I was in school, I heard of a lady. She was so vibrant in school. She came forward and she was like, she wanted to become the S.U.G president. You won't believe some guys were backing her up. They gave her everything she needed, but at the dying minute, you know what we heard? She stepped down. And I was wondering within me, like, what really happened? Why can't we have a female as the S.U.G president? Even in politics, school politics today, you hardly find a female leader.
Exactly.
For example, I was in unionism for like 2-3 years in school, and you won't believe I happened to be the only female honorable in their midst. And when it was time to go for a post, somebody was telling me you can't go for any post because you're a lady. But I had to tell them no, and eventually I became the president. So I keep wondering what is really happening. What's happening at school?
Of course, there are factors which we can easily identify.
What factors?
Yes, yeah. Of course, listening to some experiences that some female has experienced while trying to go for a particular post might be threats.
Yes,
of course,
yes.
that's the general thing. Threat. Like people come like, you want to go for president,
and females have this kind of fear.
Like they can't face the threat, so they better still step down, and when you ask them why, look, academics, they start looking for excuses. Like, have to study very hard, I have to come out with first class, I have to come out with 2-1.
Meanwhile, they forgot about first class and 2-1.
Exactly, when they were campaigning. Exactly. So actually, you can't actually blame them, of course, but to them, they feel that's the best thing they can do at that particular time, just to step down and face the future. Because if you're saying you want to risk your life because you want to serve people, or because of politics, you want people to know I'm vibrant, I can do this, it's on a very high.
Let me just come in here, and there is another thing I find that is just that there are some kind of demands given to
the ladies
like coming to sleep with them, the people in authority.
Yeah.
Some of them might just feel like, no, I can't do this. It's better for me to just drop out.
But against all odds, every odds, I think ladies should have a say in school politics, because to me the guys have failed us. I don't know if you agree with me, but my standpoint is that the guys have failed.
So we should give
they have failed woefully. Yes,
Okay.
Ladies should be given opportunity to try.
And do you know that if a lady does not have a confidence, a determination in her, no matter the threats that may come her way, she can still stand. Even though you have threats like from courts, from authorities, you know what to stand for. You understand it? Why not? You can actually come out, but depending on your confidence, your self-confidence, the courage that you have.
Like what she just said. Somebody said something. She said, politics is a game for tough girls on campus.
Yeah.
If you're not tough enough,
tough girls,
you cannot. You cannot.
But I don't believe
exactly.
You don't believe that.
You have to be tough.
Wow. No, she said she doesn't believe.
Okay, why? That's prove yourself.
It now goes down to the kind of toughness you're talking about.
Okay.
So the kind of toughness I'm talking about, maybe they are like trying to say tough girls that are rascal, or they're on top. There's a quote they call in my class, "Babe la hot." Those kind of girls. So they will see that it's only such kind of girls that goes into politics. But if you are this kind of introverted person, or you really want to face your academics,
actually you cannot be an introvert and aspire to have a position in politics.
Exactly.
It doesn't work that way. And as far as I'm concerned, tough ladies are ladies that take the bull by the horn.
Exactly.
They don't just sit down and get a first class.
Exactly.
They get a first class in politics too. That's what I think.
And there's a saying, like Robert from Robert said, tough time never lasts. But tough people do. Doesn't mean they're ras, doesn't mean they do.
But that's what people say.
Exactly, but you will definitely in your own behaviors make them see that no, it doesn't have to be getting things and involved in.
I see this discussion is really getting interesting. Just hold on while we come back. Don't touch the dial.
That will definitely come. The challenges ladies face are quite different from that.
So I asked my friend, are you going to get a degree or to get an education?
Wow.
It shows. No, they will. The guy will be like their carelessness. The guy will be. As a good lecturer, you should be able to determine those that are high level and those that are.
For those of us just joining the show, we're talking about campus ladies and politics. And Matilda was talking about some factors that could either destroy or enhance a lady's ambition. So I would like us to continue from there.
Let me just use an experience which I just remember, which at the point in time when I was in 300 level, and that period in time, second semester especially, people start trying to campaign, and somebody just walked up to me like, Matilda, what post are you? And I said, the PRO of my college, and it was like, oh, that's good, you're vibrant. Can you try vie for presidency? I said, what did you say? Please, can you recap? Like, you capable? And I said, yeah, thank you. The post of the president is different from the PRO. I hope you don't, yes. So I was like, and later when I sat, I'm like, can I really vie for this post? Looking at the competency, I know within myself, yes, I can. And looking at the population I have with me that actually will support me, and I was like, okay, fine. Let me sit down and draft my manifesto and all that. And looking at previous experiences, previous that, can I use that word? Sorry, I'm sure it's not so applicable here. But looking at previous individuals who had been in that position, I used to have a school father who used to be the union president. You understand? And I tried to look at the challenges he faced. And I was like, oh, come on, I don't want to. I don't want to. I wouldn't want to try it. You understand? But then, if we have things that would make us still want to stand on that decision, why not? We can. But you must be ready to face the challenges that will definitely come. The challenges ladies face are quite different from that of the male. Exactly. So it's two different things. You understand? So it's not going to be so easy for you to overcome those challenges. Oh no, you didn't want to try it.
Yeah. Another thing is I think financial aspects. The male, they have their ways now of getting their money.
Exactly.
So except ladies might not have such kind of ways of getting their money, except that person is wild, or you have godfather, you have father on the top, this kind of thing. So once you don't have that financial backup, I think there will be a problem, especially on the side of the female.
Exactly.
Of course. So I think that's another
because
point.
let me build on that point. If you're financially weak and knowing to other people who might want to support you, knowing fully well that they know that you're financially handicapped, they want to use that opportunity. They will come and meet you like,
now, I remember in my department, this one is departmental politics, as in something like that. I know a lady was aspiring for president of the department, but her problem was finance. As in going to settle people, going to do this. By the time they just only the department, she lost that something completely just because of finance. To settle some other people in the department. So
exactly. So if you don't have people who would back you up, and of course people wouldn't, especially men, they wouldn't want to back you up free, and you understand, you have to
do something
tit for tat. So that, those are the problems ladies are actually facing, to say the reality, they are really facing those issues, and how do we tackle them? You understand? How do we make them see how they can actually build their confidence even if you don't have finance? How do you work it out?
Well,
you understand?
Have you thought of ladies and guys who can manage their emotions? You know, as we're talking about giving the ladies an opportunity to function in the students' union, we also have to think about some factors that might be a hindrance to their being, noticed in school. You see, ladies are very emotional people. We are emotional. And these guys, they feel sometimes when it comes to decision making, you are not just talking to one person. Students are more than 5,000, and you want to make a policy or a decision that will affect over 5,000 students. You have to be very careful. And we ladies are. When it comes to the E word, we are.
I can remember in certain times a lady too as well was aspiring for S.U.G. and people were like, woman don't come again this time around. I beg, I no vote for Amo. Are you sure she's going to handle the challenges that she's going to see? At least Iman is strong enough to handle what he's going to see. So I beg, people should not just even think of voting for that lady. So that was how.
Well, looking at it, we shouldn't. The emotional part of it shouldn't be overemphasized because we know it's just a very clear thing. Sometimes some of us try to be bossy, like do that thing. I don't want to know how you just want to do it. Just do it. Exactly. So sometimes most of us are always bossy, like just give and assign them. Just do it. You just call LOAGS. Where are you? I need you to be here. Have you forgotten we have meeting by so time? You understand those kind of things?
Of course.
And the other male counterparts will be like, waiting they stop now. No, we vote you. You understand those kind of things?
Of course.
So the relationship and the emotional part of it is also part of the factors. Exactly.
So how do we solve this problem? Because it's an issue. Like in my school where I graduated from, you can hardly find ladies that are really interested in politics.
Exactly.
And even if they are vying for a post, they can never become the S.U.G president. They always push them to
vice president.
So and even the vice president, before they will become vice president,
you must have said
you have to settle every even the angles that have not been existing, they will start existing.
Exactly.
So I don't know, how do you think we can curb this issue?
Well, like I said, that's to be built on self-confidence.
Just self-confidence.
At least the first thing you have to have in mind. You have to be confident to stand whatever you're bringing. It takes courage for me to say, okay, you are paying. You have all these calculs and all that. You are paying. So it takes me to build my confidence. Like, look, I'm not going to pay. I'm going there to serve people, and these people are not going to pay me. I'm going to serve them. It takes your confidence. So it's not just like how much are you collecting? You start fidgeting and you understand. But when you're confident, like, I'm not going to pay you. You understand? Please, I don't have the money. Even if I do have the money, I'm so sorry. This is not. I'm trying to bribe you for me to get to that position. So it takes confidence and courage and determination and being focused. You understand? If you're not this Aluta type from within, if I'm not saying you want to come and do unionism, you understand it. So it takes focus, determination, self-confidence, and what have you.
Another thing I have to say is just that I'll be pointing it down to the male counterparts.
Okay.
Please. They should please give us as in a voice, as in a kind of hearing. You understand?
Sorry, I'll get you on that.
Exactly.
Nobody will give you a voice.
Exactly.
You will create a voice because they want to be the
at least
nobody
there are
wants to sit
potentials in the women. So they should just at least give us a chance to exhibit what we have. They're really looking down on us, which is it's not really fun at all.
That has been right from the beginning.
Even from the federal government.
Exactly.
So
please, if in fact in this new ministerial list that we have from the federal, how many females do we have? I think we have about 4 or 5 out of 36 or 32. Imagine. So we are not being given a lot of opportunities to. That's why we have females who would create associations like only God knows the name of association. Right? So things like that, it has to be very, very handled well.
Okay, I really appreciate your contribution to this topic. I really appreciate it. You see, I think we'll have to continue this show some other time. Well, we come to the end of the show for today. for those of us that are just joining us, although you're late, this is Ladies on Campus. So we'll come your way next time. Bye for now.
That is definitely from the challenges ladies face are quite different from that.
So I asked my friend, are you in school to get a degree or to get an education?
Wow.
It shows. No, they will. The guy will be without their carelessness. The guy will be. As a good lecturer, you should be able to determine those that are high level and those that are low.